Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with my June challenge page for Bramble Fox. And the challenge this month is to mix up collections and mix up sets of Bramble Fox Perspextives or products. So I have kind of a mix here. I'm using primarily for my papers, I'm using, and this is one paper, and a lot of the embellishments are from 49 & Market's Spectrum Sherbet. And this page right here is as far as I got on the very last layout done in a Vicky Booten class using Spectrum Sherbet last Sunday. And I'm filming this maybe couple weeks before it's going to go live at Bramble Fox Friends. And I'm doing that because I'm leaving soon to go to England. And I just kind of wanted to get this done as soon as I knew what the June challenge was. So let me kind of tell you, the way that Vicky finished hers was with a film strip kind of going this way and then some embellishing out that way. And I had actually cut this strip from the bottom of part of a previous layout that I did, and I was going to use that for my film strip. And before she came up with the film strip idea, she had the idea for this lace, to use the color matched lace. And I liked that, so I went back and put the lace on, and then I was going to do the film strip, and then this green didn't look good next to this green or this green, and so I kind of decided to discard the film strip idea and do something that I've seen in not one or two, but 3 different scrappers. And I cannot at the moment tell you who they are because I didn't screen print or save anything they did. I just kind of made note of it. And I should remember at least one of them because she's a good friend. Anyway, I've seen some folks do things with photos kind of at the ends of some, and not necessarily with this paper, but with other paper and with color matched perspectives. So I have taken some, the back of some packaging, and I've matted some photos. I filtered the photos to pick up on the color that I was trying to emphasize in my on the papers there. And I matted this one flat on, and these two I kind of did wonky just for the heck of it. And then here, instead of a photo, I'm going to layer some die cut elements, including this, and I die cut this out of this green paper. This is from, let's see if I can show you. I don't have the number. This is Fox Cuts number 1, where I cut the little starfish and the anchor. And then whatever this one is, I cut the netting and the leaves out of. So I've used 2 sets of Bramble Fox dies, so I mixed those up. And my tray of embellishments has some torn paper scraps from, this is from Cocoa Vanilla Sunkissed. This is from Cocoa Vanilla No Limits. And let me kind of tear that on that end. And I'm going to try to work those in along with some other scraps that I have from the Spectrum Sherbet. I have a lot of Perspextives from the Sea Life collection, and my word strips are from Paper Snips number 2, which came in the Sea Life collection. But I have the Seagull from a different set, and I have these flip-flops and the beach ball and the snorkel mask from the same kit from last summer. And then I've got more Sea Life. I've got the Lighthouse, and I have these from a sticker sheet of stickers that were given to me by my secret sister at a retreat I went to last year. So I've kind of mixed a lot of stuff up. The summer title perspective is from last year. I think it came in a Fox box. And the incredible title also came in a Fox box, I think. I've got some hearts in here and some more rub-ons and stuff. So let's just start putting the page together. This is how the photos are going to go on. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on. I'm putting them on without foam because I'm sliding them under the lace here. Okay, I've got that glued down, and then we'll figure out what else goes with that. And like I said, I have filtered the photos with my Prisma app so that I think used the, gosh, I'm forgetting I know this is the popcorn filter, and it made it really, really bright yellow. And then I adjusted with my own photo filtering app. I think that's probably okay there. I brought the tone down. I muted it a bit. This one, I think I muted a bit too. It came out a little bit too bright raspberry. And this one, I also muted. It came out a more purpley blue. So I edited it, I muted it, and I also edited it to get a greener blue to kind of go with what was going on here. And now I've done that, I'm gonna just sort of let that go out maybe a little bit farther than the pink photo goes out. And I'm just gonna glue on 4 corners of a piece right in the middle, and we'll see. The things that I do on top of it are probably going to glue it down. So in order to add some interest up above these strips, I've got some rub-ons, and I'm going to do the rub-ons first, and then I've got the strips of scrap paper, the torn strips. I'm going to do this. I think I'll do it this way so that the stitching is up top. I'm just going to lay it on there and not worry about whether it's straight or parallel to anything, because it's all meant to kind of look like it was stitched together and kind of thrown together at the last minute. And love these rub-ons. Now for the yellow, I don't have a rub-on. I do have this strip that I cut from a branding strip or the back of a piece of paper when I fussy cut something else out of the paper. So I'm going to put this kind of bridging over to here, and then this little strip of torn paper, I think I might like that to go back behind this, only I'll have it kind of up like that. And then I've probably got something else I can put. I've got a word strip that could go right there. And this is, like I said, is from the Paper Snips #2. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on that and get that down, because I'm just gonna build. You know what I think? I think this needs some foam underneath it to lift it up. So I'll cut a thin strip of foam. And that should allow it to fill in kind of right there where there's the open spot. And I can put a small element there. Maybe that's where we'll put this little orange heart. And I'm going to layer that up with a white heart, a white perspective heart. Just put that there. And then the perspective that I have is this one. I'm thinking I might like a smaller one. So let me dig into my little heart box here. Here we go. There's a smaller white one. I'm going to actually be meeting Morag and Julie when I go over to England. They will be at the Dotty About Flair crop that I'm going over for. And I can't wait to meet them. I feel like I've known them forever. I've been fans of their work and their and their products. Okay, so that one's there, and I've also got this little sprinkling of stars that I thought maybe let's see if I can get this lifted up a bit. I'm building the yellow one out kind of before everything else. And that's just kind of testing my theory here. I kind of pulled all these supplies together without having any idea how they might interact, if you will. And I'm seeing that I do really like this. At first, I tended to think that I didn't want to do much because the mixed media that's on the paper kind of does all the work, but what I'm doing now is called making it mine. And I'm just going to put these stars that didn't come off because they were under something else. I'm just going to go ahead and rub those off kind of randomly out here somewhere. Okay, I like that. What other yellow goodies? I've got, in order to kind of emphasize the fact that he's got an orange shirt on, I'm kind of adding in some orange bits, and I think I'll do all of the coloring with rub-ons here on the color side of the photo, on the inside, if you will, instead of out here. I started to do it out there, and I think when I cut it out, that was my intention. And I'm getting these rub-ons from the 2 sets that come with the collection, and I've left them out because I may want to go back and rub something. And they come in the 2 colorways, kind of the teal and green, and the this is called Strawberry Lemonade, so it's red, yellow, and orange, and pink. This is teal and dark teal and a couple shades of green and aqua. So I'll put those aside. I'm done using those 2, so I'll put those over, and let's see if this is ready. You know what I did? I forgot to take the backing off of it, and I feel stupid, but I will also tell you that these are really good rub-ons, because any other brand of rub-on that you used and rubbed like that, it would stick to the backing, especially if they're kind of old. But this is good stuff. Okay, so that's added a little bit of that orange interest to kind of explain the photo a little bit better. Okay, now, still working on the yellow part. I have this word summer that I was going to put there, and I'm showing you because I'm not going to use it, primarily because when I printed this photo, I printed it landscape because I thought that's what I was going to be using in this area. If I had printed it portrait, there would have been room for this. But I'm okay not using that because I can use this and then kind of work some of the, I could put this up in here, or I can actually kind of do it like that and then layer this over a little bit over like where that juncture is. I think I'll do that. And I'm going to kind of peel it back because I tore it on this side and I don't like that side. That's the floral print. I think this is much better. So let me get this in there. Okay, that gives it just a little bit different look anyway from the torn scrap in the next one. I kind of don't want them to all be too matchy-matchy. So I'm going to just smush that down right there. And I have this little word snip from the paper snips, and I'm going to put a tiny bit of foam behind it. I think this is all that I'm going to need because part of it will overlap the picture. It says seize the day, and I'm going to do that. And I have this also cut from the paper snips that at first I was going to use it over here, but here is where I actually have some part of the picture. I don't want to cover up Katie. So I'm going to put a little bit of foam up that center spine there and then let the rest of it curl so that it has some dimension. I'm going to kind of curl the little ends of the branches of coral here. That's not much adhesive back there, but it is going to be sticking to photo paper, so you know it'll stick well. I don't want to cover seize the day, so I'll put that there. And then I have these little flip-flops or this little seashell. I think I'm going to go with the flip-flops. And I'm going to put just enough adhesive to, I'm going to kind of spread it around, make it tacky so it doesn't, you can't see a glue line through the Perspextives. I think that's it's hitting the staple, which isn't helping it stick at all. So I'm going to put this. I also have this little seahorse that I could use. Maybe right there. I'm going to just leave it there for a second and then think about it. Now, I've got this kind of purplish pink heart that can go kind of right there. I don't feel the absolute need to cover the staple, but I also don't mind if I do. So that's a little bit different pink. This is a pink with a very shiny finish, and these are different. So I've got lots of different pinks going on from different sources there. And I have this little seagull. See, I've got these two things. I'm going to kind of put them right there and decide later what I'm going to do. Now, this is going to be different in that this is going to hold some journaling strips. But, so let's put the journaling strips on so that I know where I can then put other things. So this says, I know I want something over here. maybe as wide as this ticket, and then this guy and the little anchor kind of stacked, so because anything can go over there. So I'm going to start here, and I printed these out on photo paper and then cut them out with scissors so they wouldn't be absolutely perfect. It says Ormond Beach 2007, before we moved, before Ava, and before they grew up. Because they're all grown up now. And I'm going to do that one at a wonky angle, kind of down from there. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that unglued at the moment. I have this green bit. I'm going to maybe move this down under here and do only part of this green rub-on. So I'll cut that off. No need to waste it all if I'm going to cover it up with that torn paper strip. Okay, so let me put that there, and then this will kind of overlap that. Okay. I love that that just adds another, you know, mixed media element on top of the mixed media that's already there. I'm going to kind of bend and fold and get that looking a little bit rougher. This is from, let's see, this was from one Cocoa Vanilla collection. That was from another Cocoa Vanilla. This is from Vicky Bouton's Fernwood. Okay, now I have these leaves, which I thought I would have kind of all coming out from a central point, and then have layer this turtle on top, like the turtle's climbing up to the leaf. So let me just start gluing them down. I think that's going to work. And I'm going to go I'm going to arch it around the journaling, but try not to cover over the journaling. So it'll kind of go like this. And then I'll do this one. There's probably enough glue on there to just kind of press it on, and then I'm going to have the glue that's on here. And I'm going to try to put maybe a little bit more because it's going to be on those leaves, but I'm going to spread it around under the etched part so that you don't see it on the see-through green part. So there. And then I've got this little I think I'm going to put that over here, and right here I'll do the green and yellow heart, kind of right at the juncture where that kind of joins up. I'm going to do it like that, and I have a tiny green or white heart because I don't have any green hearts. Kind of do that there. Now, the ticket, I'm going to kind of rough up a bit and bend it. It's kind of, oh, I don't know, sturdy, like chipboard type sturdy. And I don't want that. I want it a little more bent up and used, like you might have picked it up on a beach. And I may just kind of scooch it under some of the journaling and over some of the journaling. Then I'm going to do, this lighthouse is also from the Sea Life collection. The the little seahorse and the turtle are from the Sea Life collection, and as with this lighthouse, and then a couple things I'm going to use down here. I kind of like this maybe right here. I think I will do that. Let it show up. Okay, now this little anchor I want to overlay onto the lighthouse, and then I want this guy up on some foam down in the sand here, like right there. There we go. Okay, that gives it some dimension. So I'm kind of liking how it's turning out. What I'm missing is, since I decided not to use this, I don't have anything other than this heart perspective on that line. So let me see. There's this little orange fish. That would be cute if I use just the tiniest little one there, right there. Little clownfish. It's so cute. There's also a there's an orange starfish, I think. I'm just gonna do that, and then let's go hunt in the rest of this. This Sea Life collection is so cute. Ooh, seashell. So here's, I don't think I'm using a seashell like this. There's also the starfish there, and there was a little orange crab, and the little orange crab would have been perfect, but I used all my orange crabs. I think I had 2, and maybe I only had 1. Clearly, I need to order another one. I need to so I will lay it here in the sand, and that that really ties that orange in well. Okay, now we're going to have a whale coming up onto the sea. And I'm kind of fibbing a bit with this beach photo, the palm tree photo, because this is not Ormond Beach where the kids were. This is Hollywood Beach in Florida. And I just like that that palm tree photo so well. I had cut I thought I had a saying. Anyway, that he'll be coming up there. I thought maybe I could put the snorkel or the beach ball. I don't think I would want to use both, but I could do, well, maybe the whale is coming up. I didn't really think too well about that placement. I think I'm going to put the snorkel gear here. Let me just do the other stuff first. I want to do a multiple layer topping here, something a little bit different from what I did on the others. So I'm going to start with the rub-on, which may not show too well. I'm going to move it a little bit over this way to get it where it's more on the white side than the colored side. I just want you to be able to see those little, you know, the arrow, like the chevrons or whatever it is that they are. And the stitching that's there. The stitching stayed on right there. So these are my tweezers. I don't know if that's accepted practice to use your tweezers to rub-ons down. I didn't do as good a job on that one. There we go. That's off completely. And I'm gonna put this piece of torn paper behind here and coming up there, which is similar to what I've done elsewhere. And this paper is from Cruising, or it's a not Echo Park, but might be just called Sea Cruise, from Cartabella. And I had a 6x6 paper pad, and this was in it. Now I have some stitching rub-on here, and I thought I would try to make it look like that piece of paper is stitched down on top of this other rub-on. And I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. And I have another smaller piece of stitching, so it can look like double stitching, stitching on top of stitching. Let's see how that looks. I'm curious to see how this comes out. Ooh, I like it. That worked well. Okay, so that was so good. Let's see if we can do this without messing it up. Maybe kind of up here like that. So I think before it's all said and done, I will have 5 different collections. And 5 different Bramble Fox sets. And embellishments, other embellishments from a couple different places. I've got this heart here, the blue heart, and I have a navy blue one to layer over it. And I'm gonna do this one right in here. And I have a navy blue Bramble Fox. I love, that's kind of my favorite color and finish of Perspextives is the navy blue matte finish. It's just gorgeous. And I thought that would really be perfect for kind of tying in the navy blue, the shade of navy that's there. And I have a navy blue little word strip that says Sea View. I don't want to cover the stitching there, so maybe I'll put it here or here up next to the, I'll put that guy there, or do I want it here and then have this coming out that way? I like this, and it's not driven entirely by the fact that it covers the staples, but that doesn't hurt. And then let me put a little bit of foam behind this. This is taking a while, but I think it's going to be worth it. At least for me. I don't mind spending the time to do it. It's how much I want to inconvenience you to have to spend all that time watching. So let me kind of anchor that there. I think that's kind of cute with the word view with the mask. Okay, I have these bubbles to add, also from the Sea Life collection. There we go. And I was going to use another set of bubbles down here, but I think I'll just use that one and I won't use the ball. Okay, I do believe I'm done. I think that's all that I wanted to do. It has the colors I wanted. I love the big pink incredible title. I like this. Do I need something beside that? Do I have another kind of pink seashell? Oh, maybe here's where I could use I've got the little green starfish there. I could do this one here. And to do that, I might need a little bit of foam on the part that's off the photo. So I'm going to put it on the thickest arm. Let's see if that works. Let me cut it a little bit smaller. I don't want it to show underneath there, so scooch it in and then put it like that. Is it too much? I think it may be too much. I don't need that. So I will leave it as it is with this just kind of down by the edge of the picture frame. So I'm gonna go back on that whole thing. Let me look and see if there is a smaller, there is a pink crab. There's this little round, but anything that I put here kind of interferes with my little clownfish, and I love my little clownfish. So let's leave it as it is. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll have some details, some more details about this on the Bramble Fox blog, and this will be posted around on the 18th. The video will go live on the 17th, and the blog post will go live on the 17th, and then I'll post around other places on the 18th. So thank you for watching. Bye.